welcome back to Linguistic Journeys. Today, we are exploring the fascinating theories behind how we learn languages. Understanding these theories can open our eyes onto various ways our brain processes and develop language skills. First, let's talk about the behaviorist theory. Proposed by Boris Frederick Skinner, this theory suggests that language is learned through reinforcement and imitation. According to Skinner, children learn to speak by mimicking the sounds and words they hear from their parents and caregivers. When a child says a word correctly, they receive positive reinforcement, which encourage them to continue using that word. For example, if a toddler says cookie and we see a cookie as a reward, they are more likely to repeat the word cookie in the future. Next, we have the nativist theory. Championed by Noam Chomsky, Chomsky argues that humans are born with an innate ability to acquire languages. He introduced the concept of a universal grammar or set of grammatical principles shared by all languages. Hardwired into our brains, this theory explains why children can quickly and easily learn the complex rules of their native language without explicit instruction. For instance, children naturally grasp the concept of word order and sentence structure, even if they haven't been formally taught these rules. Moving on, the interactionist theory emphasizes the importance of social interaction in language development. Lev Vygotsky, a prominent figure in this theory, believes that language learning is a social process heavily influenced by communication with others. According to Vygotsky, children develop language skills through collaborative dialogue with more knowledge with most, such as parents or teachers. This theory highlights the role of the environment and social context in shaping language acquisition. For example, a child learns new words and phrases during conversation with their caregivers, gradually building their vocabulary and understanding of language. Lastly, let's discuss the cognitive theory, which links language development to cognitive development. Jean Piaget, a key proponent of this theory, argued that children acquire language as they process through various stages of cognitive development. According to Piaget, language learning is closely tied to a child's overall cognitive growth and understanding of the world. For instance, a child's ability to use and understand language evolves as they develop logical thinking and problem-solving skills. To illustrate these theories, let's consider the example of a child named Leo. Leo's parents actively engage with him, reading books, singing songs, and encouraging him to mimic their words. According to the behaviorist theory, Leo learns to say cat because he heard his parents using the word and receives praise when he says it correctly. From the nativist perspective, Leo's ability to form grammatical correct sentences like to cut and to mat stems from his innate understanding of universal grammar. Interactionist theory would emphasize the importance of Leo's interaction with his parents and peers, who provides a rich linguistic environment that fosters his language development. Finally, the cognitive theory was that as Leo's cognitive abilities grow, so does his capacity to understand and use language effectively. These theories provide valuable insights into the complex process of language acquisition, each highlighting different aspects of how we learn to communicate, whether it's through reinforcement, innate abilities, social interaction, or cognitive development. Our journey to mastering language is a remarkable. That's all for today's episode on the theories of language acquisition. I hope you enjoyed exploring this perspective as much as I did. In our next episode, we will dive into the various factors that influence language acquisition. Until then, keep listening, keep learning, and stay curious for turning into linguistic journey.